Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Hi guys, how are you? So I know I haven't recorded in a couple of days. The other night I was wicked sick. I was okay, and then I did some exercises that I've never done before. And when I got up, I was really dizzy, and then at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I actually threw up. So I didn't record that night. And then last night, I took everything off my table so that I could set up and get ready for this new shelf that my dad made for me. He actually just found a piece of wood in our basement and like did all this fancy stuff to it. He beveled it, he stained it, polished it, and the decks fit perfectly up there. So I have a lot more space on the table. But yeah, I haven't been able to record, so I'm getting you guys now. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This can be for you. You can be a cross watcher. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, maybe look at your chart and see if one of the other signs will fit for you. You know, our sun sign is like how we act in the world, but our moon is like our emotions. So if you're a Virgo sun with like a Sagittarius moon, you may end up resonating more with the Sagittarius reading, or you could resonate more with the person's sign that you're checking in for, okay? And now I already started this, but because I'm not used to this deck, I stopped the recording because I know people were going to get confused when I was reading this. So I said, all right, I'm just going to start over. And we have a snake here, we have the stars here, we have the stork, and on the bottom of the deck we have the young man. This is the Gilded Lenormand deck. I'm not reading it as we traditionally read it, but I have this intention for these readings that I've been doing in this series of the 12 signs is, what aren't they telling you? You know, what are they feeling at this time? Things like that. And these have been like my overall energies. So the snake is like the Seven of Swords energy, okay? This is like that Garden of Eden type of energy where we had the original breakup, the original sin. This is a liar, a trickster, a manipulator, somebody who, you know, is two-faced. They may present to you one part of themselves, and then the next minute it's a totally different story. Now, in the book, it says to pay attention to whatever else is around it. So, you know, it says, I always read the little parts here. Watch out for me because I am always hiding. You can never trust or believe me. I am cheating, deceiving, and will betray you in a heartbeat. Be careful where you are treading. My fangs will surely have you dreading. Okay, so that's not so great. But with number 16 here, we have, and I feel like for a lot of you, this is something you may have already dealt with, okay? In the deck here, there's certain, like there's men and women and children and things like that. So this indicates a younger man. So this could be about a younger man that you're dealing with. Maybe you would consider this person your divine masculine. Okay, this is the younger version. This is the one that's like patiently waiting for their love. Okay, I do feel like in the past you've probably dealt with this. Okay, you probably dealt with this person lying to you, maybe being one way one minute and then totally, you know, ghost. It's like, hey, I love you and I really like you, and hey, I want to spend time with you, and then it's like they're gone. Okay, I feel like that could have been some of your stuff, but in the way, like, because this is like, I lied and I don't like to say that about people. I don't like to be like, they're just a horrible person, okay? Usually there's a reason why people act that way. Sometimes it's because they're overwhelmed. Sometimes because they're afraid. Sometimes they do have stuff inside of them that just makes them act in a bad way. But I never want to, like, classify somebody like that for the rest of their life, because I know everybody can change, okay? I came from not such a great place in my past, so I don't ever want to point fingers at people, but I feel like this person may have not been so great in the past, and you may still want to be careful, okay? And I feel like that's how you are at this time anyways. Like, even if this person showed up, you'd probably be hesitant. You may wish for this person, you may want a rebirth with this person, but you may be like, I don't know. So we also have number 16 that came out. This is the stars. Shiny sparkles, guidance, and healing is what I promise through a gentle feeling. I am reassurance, inspiration, and a new path for your exploration. Wish upon a star, for I bring hope and light from afar. So, and it's funny because it was like, in the game of hope, we make progress along the snakes and ladders type map of life. So at this stage, arriving at the star of good prospects, here we see the stars mapped out in the zodiacal compass, indicative of this very journey of life. The stars in the lenormand can be interpreted as a fixed course, something that is preordained. The stars indicates the need for vision and desire for wish fulfillment. We have all heard the saying about someone who has stars in their eyes, and that we should follow our own star. So this is about optimism and ambition. This can, tell us about success and promise, and about thanking one's lucky stars. Okay, so I feel like you've probably been wishing for like this person to come towards you in a better way. Maybe you were wishing on a star to just change your life, to leave behind this type of energy in your life. You don't want to be lied to. You don't want to be manipulated. You don't want to be tricked. You don't want to be stuck in something that's like karmic, okay? Because that's very karmic-y energy. And when we deal with that, it's because we have some sort of karma to clear up as well. We're not just victims of somebody treating us poorly. We usually attract it in because we're either already treating ourselves poorly, or we've signed up for it in some way, or we treated somebody else poorly, and we need to heal that. So I feel like you already dealt with a lot of this, and now you are shifting yourself. You're shifting up into a higher perspective. You're doing things for yourself. Look at that little guy. I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw him. Big bug. But it's like now you're shifting. You're getting more optimistic about your life and your future. And I feel like you're rising up out of this. You've learned your lessons. You've let go of things. And I'm also sensing this person may like now be wishing to come back around to you. Like they may be off in the distance kind of like contemplating and thinking. And I feel like they're thinking about the things that they've done wrong here and maybe wishing that they could change that. Okay? Because my intention for these readings has been like, well, what are they like keeping from you? Some of them could still be in that trickster, manipulator, liar energy because everybody's on different parts of the journey. I feel like a lot of us come into this in that energy, and then over time there is potential for healing. There's potential for shifting of that type of behavior for this person to rise into who they truly are meant to be, or who they truly wanted to be but were taken off of their path at some point. But it was already preordained. No matter how far you wander off or how manipulative you are on the path, you usually end up coming back to a point where you're supposed to be. Some people, it's meant to be like you overcome all of this and come back together. And others, it's more about healing, learning your lessons, and then, going in your own way, your own direction. But I feel like this person is thinking a lot about the stuff that's already happened here and thinking about their future. And I feel like you've been working on yourself. You've been shifting out of this. You have probably, been through the tower moments. You found out the lies. You were hurt. You went through all those tower moments of just destruction and despair and pain, and it was hard. And I feel like now you're coming out of that, and you're focused on yourself. You're focused on where you want to go with your life. You're bringing fulfillment into your life, and that's a beautiful thing. And with the stork here, it says, with movements, upgrades, and improvements, I bring spring and the change of seasons. Sometimes my symbol stands for a new family addition or simply a new state of evolution. I can be your move or your next promotion. So, this is about like bringing in, again, a whole new change for you. And you could be doing this in your life, I've been making like small improvements here at the house, getting different things, throwing stuff out, just changing stuff up. So it can be as little as that, or to as big as like we're moving our house, or I've just got a promotion. It's like the things that you've been really wanting to shift is shifting. Bigger and bigger things are coming for you. And it's because you've let go of that type of stuff. And I sense that this person has observed it. This person has seen you rising and changing. And they may be kind of reminiscing about things and maybe wishing that they didn't act that way, wishing that they could align to this too. Because if you've been manifesting and changing your world and your reality out of that optimistic approach to life and letting go of the self, because this is like that Seven of Swords energy to me. So sometimes it's not even that they're doing it to you, they're doing it to themselves, or you've been doing it to yourself by, false beliefs, or just constantly like bringing yourself down, thinking you're not good enough, things like that. Self-destructive behaviors. So I feel like this person could have been seeing you come out of that, and now they may be wanting to come out of that and have a rebirth, because this is also about the process of birth and life, and then death brings inevitable change. Depending on the cards around the stork, it is a lifestyle change. Okay, so and again, for a lot of you, it could even be moving, or you just want to move, and it's like, I feel like that's a representation of what's moving around inside of you, and I feel like this is where they're at too. Okay, this person's really in this place of patience and thinking about what they want in their life, who is meant to be there in their life with them, and I do sense this, like, they may be in the Seven of Swords energy towards themselves at this point because of things that they've done to you in the past, or whatever's happened between the two of you in the past. And for some of you, I sense that this person still may be trying to lie to you or kind of trick you. They may be like a little, I'm sensing like a little like they don't want this for you. And it's not that they like don't want it for you. It's almost just like they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to move on from this. They want you to stay kind of stuck where they are. And it is ego, okay? It's like that jealous type of ego-y energy, but it's just because of where they're at in the moment. And I don't think they're consciously like, I don't want them to have good things in their life. I just sense that they don't want you to move on, but you moving on is you succeeding, okay? And they don't have to stay stuck where they are. They could probably come along with you, or you wouldn't be watching this reading if you weren't open to this person fulfilling the wishes that you probably once had for them to be somebody of integrity and truth, and to show up in the way that they may have portrayed they were going to in the past. Okay, so that's the overall energy we have here, and that's why I stopped, because I was like, wait a minute, I was reading all of the stuff in there, and it gets confusing because they're like, if it's with this card or that card, and if those cards aren't here, it doesn't really apply. Hi, Mr. Mosquito Dude. So now we got the Lovers. So for some of you, this person is, really thinking about the fact that you are their divine counterpart. Or they could be trying to make a decision between you and somebody else. Okay, because the Lovers can indicate choices in love. We also have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords. So this person's head, it's like they're back and forth a lot in their head. They don't really know what they want. It's like I feel like they just don't want you, they don't want to be defeated. They don't want you to completely like up and dismiss this from your life. And they want to rush in and communicate to you, but I feel like they're defeating themselves before they even do it, because they're stuck in this, okay? They're stuck thinking about what's already been. They can't just allow themselves to get into this place of the rebirth and aligning with what they truly want and where they truly want to go, and allowing this abundance and this transformation to come in. But it's like in there, it's a battle within their head. It's like 1 minute they're like totally there, they're ready to rush in, bring you some sort of communication, and then the next minute it's like they're defeating themselves. And some of you, this person may still be in this very manipulative energy, and I feel like it's self-manipulation that's rippling out into the way that they interact with you, so you end up being defeated when you deal with them. So you guys really need to be careful with this person right now, just because this energy, it's not, I don't feel like they want to attack you or hurt you. I just feel like they're not in a great headspace, and they don't really know what to do with themselves moving forward, so they've been guarded. And we do have the Page of Coins here too. So I sense that this person's guarded. They're thinking about making some sort of communication with you, some sort of offer to you. But it's a page offer. And it's like they're not seeing things clearly. Okay, so we got like the truth of the matter here, I feel, is that they sense that they may be like defeated if they do bring you communication, because the blue is about our throat, okay? So it's like if they come rushing in with some sort of communication or truth, they may feel like they're going to be defeated because you may not believe them, all right? They may have cried wolf too many times in the past, so you may be at this point where like, I don't know if I trust you, okay? They may come in and be like, I really, love you, or I care about you, and they may have already done that at one point, and you probably be like, I don't know if I believe you. So I feel like you're guarded too when it comes to this. Okay, so if this person's hurt you in the past and you've been, finally like, I feel like in the past you were defeated by this. You were really down and out, and it was a struggle for you to start getting back into this place of manifesting and healing and bringing abundance into your life. So you probably are guarded, and I feel like you guys are mirroring each other with this. It's like, you know, this person is a significant person. You see this, you understand this, but when it comes to making a choice to let down this guard and receive what this person has to offer, I feel like you're not really sure where they're coming from. Okay, it's like in your heart you want the offer, in your heart you want, and you want the page of coins is better than any of the other pages, because that means it's grounded, it's reliable, it's stable, it's not just going to be like in and out, and it has potential to turn into this King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is likely who you've wanted all along from this person, the person that's going to be there. They're like, you can they're not going to lie to you. This is like the most, you know, amazing man in the world, basically, for people. This is like, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to like fight for you. They'll provide for you. They will do whatever you need. Okay. And they'll take care of a family. They'll take care of you. And it's not just about like money. I mean, the King of Pentacles has a lot of financial abundance, whatever, but it's like the value and worth of this person inside. So I feel like this person wants to be that, but there's some sort of fear surrounding it. So why is this person afraid of being this King of Pentacles? Why are they self-defeating? So we do have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like they've slowly been working on this, and they've had some sort of clarity when it comes to it, but they're still scared. Okay, they're still afraid of it. It's like they're afraid to rush in. So they're slowly doing this, but they know at their core, at their truth of the matter is that this is where they want to be. But I feel like something's happened in the past, and I do feel like you know intuitively what the problem is here. And I feel like for some of you, it's that they're afraid to have that type of commitment, because then maybe at some point that commitment falls apart. Maybe in the past they were already on a path like this. They were the King of Pentacles. They thought they had their queen, and then something happened and they separated. Or maybe they're living with somebody right now, and that queen is not the queen they thought they were going to have for the rest of their life. And so they could be afraid that if they are to rush into your world and to offer you something like that, it may end up, you know, self-destructing, or at some point you would end up changing, or you would end up leaving, and they're afraid of it. For others of you, I feel like this person has just dealt with a lot of really bad stuff, and that's why we have this energy here. Because this, again, isn't just like, people don't just come out the womb like this. This happens for a reason. Something happens to them, and it's like a self-defense. Like, I'm just going to lie and steal and pretend, and I'm going to run from things because I don't want to feel them, because I don't know how to deal with them, because nobody taught me how. So, you know, some people, it's wounds, okay? And for all of them, it's wounds, but it's like, some of it's like created, and some of it is inside of them from even past lives. And it's like, I feel like you just need to tap into your intuition to figure out what it is with your person that is causing this fear, what the truth of the matter is. Start meditating on it. They say that you have the power of the High Priestess. So you know, and I feel like you've been in that High Priestess energy. You've been silent, you've been holding back, you've been observing and waiting and watching to see. And you've got your Queen of Swords sword up, okay? You're seeing things from a different perspective. Maybe in the past you know, had like the frickin' Love is Blind type of energy, where it was like this person came in and you knew at your core that they were lying. You knew that there was a chance here that they were gonna, you know, repeat cycles and do things that they once did. But, you know, you look at them as your wish fulfillment, and at the core of your heart, that's all you really want, is for this person to show up and work together with you to build something. And you've been waiting for this person to heal because you know that they can. You know, it's likely that you've been through a lot of stuff too, and you've probably risen through it. You're now aligning with things. You're following your heart. You know what you want in your life. You're communicating out to the universe in a whole new way, and you found the strength to fix this relationship with yourself so that you could transform the relationship with this person. And I feel like they've watched this as well, and now they're a little bit intimidated to come talk to you. They feel badly for things that have happened between the two of you, and you have your freaking sword up, because if this person comes back around while they're still dealing with the devil, you're not going to allow them in, because you're not going to allow them to take you off, you know, your pedestal. And I'm not saying that you're on your high horse or anything, but I feel like you're at a good place and you don't want anybody coming in and taking you down. So you're watching closely. You could be, you know, keeping an eye on this person to see what's up with them. Are they single? Are they, you know, fooling around with people? Are they coming to the truth? You know, are they up to the same old things that they once were? You know, do they have any indication of healing happening? And I feel like this person's watching you too. And they've watched, you know, you let go of the things that were holding this back, was holding you back from your manifestation of coming up and rising up. So I do sense that the both of you are probably keeping an eye on each other. There could be communication between the two of you here and there, but it's like you're definitely aware that there's still stuff hidden. You don't know the whole thing, okay? It's like there's some part of the story that they just never told you about because they're guarded. And it's like you do know that it's there. For a lot of you, it's probably a third party, because when we have the moon and the high priestess, that indicates third parties. For others of you, I feel like it could be a third party from the past that doesn't even exist anymore. And there could be, you know, other people around, but I don't feel like it's like they have serious, for some of you, they are in a serious relationship that they've like hidden from you, like the extent of it. And others, it's like they probably don't have one that they're in at the moment. They could be divorced, or they could be separated from somebody. Maybe they were with somebody for a while, had a bad breakup. They could have other people around them, but I don't feel like any of them are serious. And this person has a lot of passion for you. Okay? But you feel this passion. You probably, you know, have been wanting to explore the passion with them, but you know that with this person, there's two sides. Okay? It's that Jekyll and Hyde type of energy. It's like 1 minute you're getting the light, the next minute you're getting the dark, and you don't know how to deal with it, and you don't want to cope. You don't want to go back in and get hurt again. I feel like you've already been hurt with this person a lot, and it's like you don't want to go back into that. You could be feeling their energy too. Okay, like today, all day long, I was like wicked, like I had wicked bad anxiety, wicked bad, like I couldn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't even like take a deep breath. And then later on I realized like it was like sexual energy. So I released that and feel a lot better. But you may be feeling that too. And that could be because they feel that. Okay, this person could be feeling a sexual desire for you. And if they're thinking about you that way, or, you know, sending that type of energy your way, it can be impacting you. And I feel like that could be something you guys are dealing with at this time. Also, this desire to communicate. Okay, I feel like they have something they want to say to you, but they don't know like how you're going to receive it. And I also feel like they're showing up as the King of Swords because they know that you have the Queen of Swords sword up. And if they're going to come towards you, you know, they need to come in this vibration so that you allow them to speak to you. Because if they just come like this, I feel like you're going to be the Ice Queen. You're going to be like, even if you want them, even if you're feeling that sexual desire and that passion for this person, you know what comes along with it, so you're going to keep your sword up unless they're giving you truth. Okay, so I do feel like at the core of this thing, you guys are kind of just stuck in limbo right now. I can't believe we're at 23 minutes. All right, so let's see what they feel at this time that they're not telling you, and then I'm going to go deeper into this. So if this is your connection, you can follow me over to Vimeo, and we'll find out what they want to say to you and what to expect over the next couple of weeks with this person, as well as, you know, the outcome. But let's just see what this person's feeling right now that they're not letting you know. What is this person feeling that they're not letting you know? Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups, this is illusions. This is other options. This is daydreaming. With the Five of Cups, this is crying over spilt milk, things of the past, all the opportunities that failed before, not seeing that we still have opportunities ahead of us. So it feels like this person's really not in a great place in the way that they are looking at stuff, the way that they're receiving information from spirit, because this is like our crown energy, and at the truth for them at this moment right now, like at their core and their truth, they feel like they've messed this up. They've done one too many things wrong, and it's like they want to transform this relationship, but I sense that they're just not in a great vibration right now. They also feel like you're this Queen of Cups, okay? Like they know you have a lot of love for them. I feel like they're seeing you in a new way. Okay, they're seeing you as somebody that they wish, I feel like what this is that they wish that in the past they had done this with you, this equal give and take. You were probably giving this person a lot of love, a lot of time, a lot of attention. You were probably giving them gifts and in your energy, and just any excuse to be there. It was like you were gonna go. Even if they were showing up like this, it was like you just loved them so much. You're like, yeah, okay. And I feel like whatever happened between the two of you always resulted in the Three of Swords heartache. And so they're feeling that now. They're feeling like they messed up. And it's funny because the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups, it's like those three swords are those three cups that they knocked over. They hurt their Queen of Love every time that they dealt with her. And they know that they've beaten you up. They've beaten up this relationship. It's wounded to the point that they're afraid that they may have lost their opportunity. But it's like they do feel like they would like to have this new beginning in the physical, because this is our roots. Like they really want to come towards you in the physical world to offer a new beginning in love. Some of them, may feel like you have a new beginning in love somewhere else, because the Ace of Cups can be new love. Yeah, look at that Six of Swords. So some of them could feel like because they weren't equal with you in the past, they didn't do the give and take and all of that, that you may now be moving on in a new direction. You could be going into new love, or just in a new love for yourself. Okay, you're really healing these wounds of the past. You're pulling these daggers out of your heart. You're aligning to your wishes and your fulfillment, and you're manifesting this rebirth into your life after all this time of pain and suffering and dealing with the lies and the manipulation. And I feel like this is partly why a lot of them may be feeling that Five of Cups, Seven of Cups energy, because again, this can be other options, other suitors. So they may be seeing illusions. They may see you, they may feel like you're out, dating like 12 people or whatever, and you're probably by yourself, but I feel like they feel this at this time, and that's partly why we have this, because they know they didn't do this. They weren't giving what you were giving. They were just receiving. And I do sense that they want to change this now. So is there anything else that this person's feeling before we run over to Vimeo to check out the rest? We do have the King of Cups here. So they love you, okay? And look at King and Queen. These two are meant to be together. So I feel like for a lot of you, there was a lot of karma in this relationship that needed to be healed before the two of you could come together. There was likely a lot of juggling. And this is a juggling of your value and your worth. So the relationship you had with yourself, it was allowing you to give to somebody who wasn't giving back. And so you attract somebody to you who's juggling their value on you. And that's how these things happen. But then you started to learn your lessons, you started to grow, you started to heal, and you stopped giving all your love away, and you started bringing it back on yourself. You've healed that relationship with yourself, so now you're actually helping to heal the relationship with this person. And I sense this person has deep feelings for you, but the King of Cups doesn't show them. They're not going to have these outbursts of emotion. They can if they drink, okay? If this is in reverse, they can, if this person gets drunk, they may call you up, and they could either have outbursts of anger or outbursts of love, whatever. But it's usually the truth, okay? Because the truth of the matter is, at the surface, it's like this calm, still lake, but underneath there is like all this movement, all this life, all this love for this person, that they know there's a deep soul connection here, okay? These two belong together, and they know it. They see it. And they're realizing that they juggled that they juggled that opportunity, that they juggled you with other people. And I sense that they do want a new beginning in this physical world, not just emotionally, but physically, with value and worth that they didn't place on you in the past. Okay, so some of them feel like you're no longer waiting for them, that you've set sail into your own life so that you could have your own victory. And some of them want to now present some sort of offer, some sort of apology that's coming from the heart, okay? But I do sense it's going to be difficult for this person because they don't know exactly how to do it, okay? They don't know how to put an end to the cycle. It's like you're going to have to look deeper, okay? Because I feel like even when they come to you, it's like you're not getting the true version of this, okay? Because I feel like for a lot of them, they want this rebirth with you. They're wishing for this with you. They want to offer something to you. They miss you. They love you. They want to make things better with you. But it's like they don't know how to put this down in a way to show you the truth of the emotion that they feel for you. So they come and they bring more of these illusions. You know, it's like the way that they approach you is probably in a way that feels very much like how this felt. And so it keeps you like, well, I don't know where this is. I don't know. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to where we were because it hurts. So I'm going to go deeper into this. We're going to find out what this person wants to say, what they're going to do over these next couple of weeks, and what you can expect as a whole out of this connection. Because I do sense this person, yeah, there's something going on here, and it's interesting these two fell out. So this could be the ending of manipulation and lies, or this could be the ending of stuff that you don't want to deal with anymore. You taking your power back and saying, like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm going to move on. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's an ending of this Seven of Swords, okay? Look, Seven of Swords, I said right from the get-go, this is that energy. Lying, past behaviors that were really hurtful. There was cheating, there was manipulation. And a lot of it is self-created from within, those beliefs that, you know, hold us back and make us feel like we're not worthy of love, we're not good enough, we're never going to have that. I'm going to spend the rest of my life alone. I'm noticing 17 and 7 here. These are twin flame numbers. I feel like you're on a twin flame journey and there's just been a lot of freaking karma to clear up, and it's the ending of that. So it feels like it's the ending of this relationship, but it's not. It's the ending of this part of the journey. So the two of you could rise into this, you know, Nine of Pentacles, single, sexy, confident versions of yourself, looking into the mirror, loving yourself, seeing the value of yourself, healing the relationship with yourself so you can heal the relationship with those around you. And I do feel like this is something that's going to shift as it goes forward. So, all right, I'm going to go and we're going to go find out. I can't believe I've did 30 minutes for you guys. It just felt like it was needed, okay? So we're going to go check out the rest of this. Everything you need to know is down below. The link will be down below. If you'd like to donate, there's a link down there. Thank you very much to those who do donate. If you would like to send anything off the wish list, the Amazon wish list is down there. And everything else that you need to know is down below. I'm going to be partnering with this company pretty soon. I'm just waiting for them to send my link, and when that happens, I'll tell you guys about it. But in the meantime, I will talk to you soon. Thank you very much. In Mune. Namaste.